Interview someone who is working at a job you would like to have after graduation.
Hi everyone, good day. My name is Martha Limerica Cabalida Salva, BSHRM Level 1 student from HOSM102B. So now, I interview someone who is working at a job that I would like to have after graduation. So, this is the following 5 questions for my interviewee. For the first question, what is the biggest challenge you have faced in relation to your job and how did you deal with it? For the second question, what do you think is the most important skill that I need to learn to and practice today in order to achieve success in my field in the hospitality industry? For the third one, can you tell me more about the day-to-day responsibilities to your job? And for the fourth question, how would you describe a typical day in your position? And lastly, what do you personally like most about your work?
This kind of interview through it an interview only.
So now, I'm going to introduce my interviewee first. His name is Sir Rences Villano, and now his job position is Service Associate, and he is already 4 years in his job. And now, this is the responses of Sir Rences Villano for the questions that I give him. So, these are my questions for you, sir. For the first question, what is the biggest challenge you have faced in relation to your job and how did you deal with it? He said, my biggest challenge in my job is having teammates with different nationalities, personalities, and religions because they have their own perceptions in life attitudes and behaviors. So being a professional, I just think positive and make them feel comfortable working with me, thinking that I'm not their enemy, I'm their friend and teammate. And also, focusing more on the operation rather than entertaining those negativity. For the second question, what do you think is the most important skill that I need to learn to and practice today in order to achieve success in my field in the hospitality industry? He said, don't be afraid of any failures. You need to think always on the positive side because failures is the basis of how you want to start growing. You need to accept every failure, learn from it, and move on, and lastly, never be afraid to learn new things because we need to step outside of our comfort zone to grow faster and to achieve our dreams in life. That's the time you will become professional. For the third question, can you tell me more about the day-to-day responsibilities to your job? He said, basically, it's all about opening and closing duties. For the opening, we have this buffet breakfast. So we are preparing the coffee machines, buffet tags, table set up and mice in place of every site station, especially updating and opening checklist and chiller temperature checklist. So for the closing duties, cleaning and clearing everything after the operation to filling back up like juice, milk, takeaway items, and etc. And lastly, sending reports and emails. For the fourth question, how would you describe a typical day in your position? He said, I start my work at 6 a.m. when I arrive in the hotel, direct change uniform, and first thing to do is checking employee allocation, which the manager allocates for the staff either bar, food runner, floor station, or hostess desk. For example, today, I am working in the bar, so I will prepare everything that needs in the breakfast operation. And also doing setup in the bar. So the breakfast will end at 11 a.m. After that, we will do the cleaning and be ready for the lunch operation. And by 3 p.m., we need to give proper handover for the afternoon shift to avoid problems in the whole day operations. So we have different duties every day. Depends on the allocations of the manager or supervisor, and this is my typical day of my workplace. And for the last question, what do you personally like most about your work? He said, what I like the most about my job is when I'm interacting different people every day, building good relationship with them, and also when a guest appreciates my service, they give direct good feedback with me, which can motivate me a lot to do my job more better. Thank you for the time and your cooperation, Sir Villano. God bless. So, my insight on how I can emulate his success as a professional by being hardworking, accept the comments of the customers, follow the instructions of the manager, friendly to the people around, think positive all the time, and put God in the center of our work. Because, there are no shortcuts to success. If we want to achieve something to become successful, we have to work hard for it. Working hard by developing our skills, applying effort and time to our work is one key factor for success. So we cannot be successful just by doing nothing. So sacrifices and failures are unneeded in our path towards success. Thus we must be mental, physical, and emotionally equipped to reach the peak and earn our success.